What's up, guys? It's your girl, Matt Cox from Maccouture Crafting. And boy, do I have a video for you today. So let me just say, I love quilting. I love quilt shows. I love this quilty community. I don't want anyone to second guess that. Check my channel. You can see the receipts. This is my jam. But when you love something so much, you still get to hold it accountable. And this is that. This is an accountability video. Hopefully this is going to open up a healthy, fruitful conversation. So I've been going to cons this year, Comic-Con, QuiltCon. You know, it's a thing. Cons, QuiltCon, Comic-Con, D23, which is Disney's cons. And so in my mind, I have been blowing up Houston's festival, Quilt Festival, which is a con, ever since I started quilting, because that's what people talk about. Oh, have you been to Houston? Have you been to Houston? It's a thing. Like, it's a thing. It is something to be excited about. It is a bucket list accomplishment to be able to go to Houston, for me at least, and for a lot of other quilters. That's just common knowledge. Houston is where it's at. So I had put together in my mind that it would be, you know, kind of a mix between QuiltCon and D23 and all the things that bring me so much joy. I had it all built up in my mind and I was all excited, and everybody's energy was up because all of the brands and the designers and everybody is working hard because, oh my gosh, quilt market is coming, quilt market is coming. All right, let's do this. Let's see what this is all about. I'm like, last minute, I decide I'm going to go. Let's do this. What I imagined is not what I got. It's not. And if I'm being honest, I'm having a very honest conversation with you. I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I don't know whose fault it is. I understand that this is a business. I get it. But there are many facets to the business, and there are many things that you have to kind of keep in mind. And consumers, because I attended this at festival. Market is different than festival. Market is for industry professionals to come together and do some networking and whatnot. And festival is for the consumers to come and enjoy. When I got there, almost all of the brands, almost all of the celebrities, yeah, I said it's celebrities, all of the fabric designers were at home. They were gone. They were already back home by the time I even got there. Not only that, I had turned off my social media because I started seeing snippets and I didn't want it to be spoiled. I did not want to see what won first place before I got there. I didn't want to see what to expect with these beautiful booths and all the celebrities that I was going to get to see. So I turned off my social media. I got a few glimpses of things, which got me even more excited. But when I got there, what? You guys are gone. You didn't stay for the consumers? That's how you feel about us? Now, I don't know if it is simply too expensive to continue to be there, because 2 weeks is a long time. And I know that booths are not free. I get that. I do. I really do understand that. But I don't understand big brands, designers, everybody gone before the consumers get there and meet you guys and enjoy your products, see your booths, be inspired. You guys are gone? No. Something about that just I felt like I got cheated. I felt disappointed. I was really disappointed. And don't get me wrong, festival's still huge. My feet still hurt. But what I was looking for is not what I got. Again, my feelings were hurt and I'm disappointed. And I don't know if this is the convention just being too expensive, or if it's the brands are like, the shop owners, we need the shop owners, we need to see other brands. I don't know. What? I just don't, is it that? Or is it that it's just simply too expensive to stay. So check this out. I talked to one of the vendors, and shout out to the people who did stay, because there are a few people who rode that they wrote it. You know, they wrote it out. And I know it's hard, but this is what we prepared for. This is our Super Bowl. And there are some people who stayed. So shout out to the people who stayed, because we really enjoyed meeting people, seeing people, taking pictures with people. It's a thing. It's a thing. You guys, all the big wigs were there the week before. I mean, you name it, all we do is watch YouTube when we're not quilting and watch all the celebrities and listen to all the fabric stuff. We're scrolling constantly, and you guys were there and you guys left. Oh my gosh. Somebody's got to make this make sense for me. So tell me, is it the conventions possibly being too expensive to stay? So again, I talked to one of the vendors there, who said that they attended Quilt Market and they also attended Festival. Can you believe that they actually were in a different spot in the same building, in a different spot? And then after that, they had to break that down and then rebuild this in another area. There's got to be a way to merge the two. Even if Quilt Market was at the front end of the week, maybe it's not 2 weeks, maybe it's 1 week. Maybe Quilt Market is at the front of the week, and then at the back of the week, it's Festival, so that we can all come together and make this sucker go round. Because it just was such a shock and a disconnect for me. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And I want to know if it's just me, because again, this is my first time. I am newish to the game. I am just getting in here. I've seen a lot of shows. I travel around. I've seen a lot of shops. I've seen a lot of different brands. And I was so excited to see brands get loose and do what they do and really showcase what they do and inspire me. I got some inspiration. Don't get me wrong. There were some quilts that gave me some energy, but this is not what I was thinking I was going to see. Let me see. The companies, again, that stayed, shout out to them, because I bet that was a pretty penny. And if I was a vendor, I walked the floors, and I don't know that they would come back again for I don't know. I don't know that it was profitable enough. You know, I know that this is I know it's a numbers game. I get it. But in the way that we consume information now, to see all these people, to see all these brands, to know who you guys are, to know what's upcoming, and not get a chance to see any of it. We didn't get to see the things that they made. You guys didn't even leave some stuff around for us to see. I don't know. And that was my major issue. There were some little things that I think we can also address. I think that it's possible that some of the categories might need a little sprucing up. Give it a little zhuzh, give it a little updating. I think that is a whole video in itself, and I'm going to do a video about judging and what I've seen and kind of what that world looks like from my eyes. We'll do that, because that could be an easy, super long video. But when I think about categories, it would be great if I knew what sewing machines you guys were sewing on. What sewing machines? I know, I get it. Somebody's freaking out. I don't want them to, what? It is a different skill to be able to do a queen size quilt on a featherweight, on a domestic, where you are free motioning. I want to know what you're running. I want to know if you're using an M17 and you are partially digitizing, because technically an M17 could do what a long arm does. You just have to keep hooping it, which is a skill. It's a skill, and I'm here for it. But let's disclose that. Let's disclose if it's digitized or if it's free motion. If it's done on a domestic, if it's done on a long arm, that information can go on the sheet of paper. That's not difficult. And you guys, I have been to so many shows that have nailed this. At this point in time, it is too antiquated of a thing to have the papers over here in the corner with 3 or 4 pieces of paper stapled to a board, and the quilts are over here. Everybody has their phones out, and they're taking pictures of the quilts. They're taking pictures of themselves with the quilts. People are running over to try to find out which quilt is what. They're trying to take a picture of that and this. No. That should be a thing of the past. You should be able to easily get it. And yes, I am a YouTuber. It would be convenient for me, but it also makes sense. We want to celebrate people who are making these quilts. And it's so important to know who these people are for the people, for us to keep this going, to keep people encouraged, to give them their flowers. Just safety pin the piece of paper right next to the quilt. Just safety pin the piece, just put it right there, just like you do their ribbon when they get it. And I understand that it is by design for the ribbons, the people who have won, to be scattered throughout the exhibit to make sure that you got some flow and stuff. I get it, but it would be nice if 1, 2, and 3 were all in one space. I'm just saying. But you got, seriously, to have it there, you could take a picture and simply get the information in the quilt with it. And that would be great for everybody, not just me, not just for people who are YouTubers and da 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 da. It's just, and some other ones have nailed that. And I think that might be a little critique there. Another thing about the categories, just the differences in how we achieve a goal. So let's take pictorials. Somebody who paints on a canvas and embellishes with thread is a very different skill than somebody who's completely appliquing something. And I'm not saying that this is just another example. I can come up with a whole bunch. And if you watch my live, I probably went through and said, is this in the same category with this? How is this traditional? How is this? It would be, I think it might be time to throw in a few more categories. Digitize versus just straight up free motion. I'm just saying it might be a time to do that. And it's not like we're giving everybody money. These are ribbons. And why do you care if there's only one person who enters in that category? Let that person run that lane until somebody comes and kicks them out and challenges them. And, iron sharpens iron. I'm just saying. So I'm a little funky about that. Also, the quilts let's talk about the quilt that won the biggest award, the 12.5. It was 12 feet away. That quilt cannot be appreciated by a photo. It can't. It just not truly. You need to be able to get up on that quilt close. Everybody that quilts wears glasses. You probably have on a pair of glasses right now. We don't see that great, guys. So to have a quilt that's further than arm's distance, why? That quilt, and granted, I have a wonderful telescope and I was able to zoom in and really talk about it, but it was just too far. And then the next quilt that won a very large award was machine done. You couldn't appreciate the quilting because we were so far back. I think we need to be a little bit closer. The rest of them were great. And don't get me wrong, this was still a great show. It was. My heart, I just hated that they weren't there, guys. It's little things though. This is little things. The meat and the potatoes are how can we get this show to kind of be what I heard it was before, and to see people and to really celebrate our celebrities, to really celebrate quilting as a whole. So look, I'm going to have a blue sky meeting with you guys really quickly. Sky's the limit. What would I love to see? Because I'm not going to just run something low and not say, hey, here's my fix for it. And I do not want to see in the comment section, will you do it then? We're not doing that. We are having a conversation about things that we would like to see on a show that's already lovely and has been amazing in the past. We're just going to jump on top of that. And remember, new generations are coming. So we've got to take these new ideas and just kind of incorporate them into something that's already built, established, and doing well. So if it was me, I would love and would pay through the nose for some lectures with some of these celebrities. I'm not asking for a class. I'm asking for a lecture. I just want to be in the room. I just maybe want to go to lunch with them. Why can't we bid on a lunch with a celebrity? I don't know. Not that they want to be bothered. And that might be some of it too. Maybe they don't want to see us. Maybe they don't want to see the people. Maybe they don't want to see their 400,000 subscribers that are keeping them going. I don't know. Maybe they do. Who knows? You guys, what would happen if the brands, because I get it, this is a business, and the vendors are probably like, we're not making any money, we're not selling anything. The big brands, the Free Spirit, the Figos, the Blanks, the Alexander Henry, the big brands. I get it. Maybe they're like, well, we're not selling anything. What happens if you partner with some of these vendors over here? Oh my goodness, you see this pillow in the booth right here? This pattern can be purchased at booth 234 right there. Partnered. What? Money. Yes. Reason. Yes. Let's do it. And forgive me, I'm looking over here because I've got some notes because I really didn't want to miss a beat and I didn't want this to come off with my crazy rant. More ideas. Gala. I heard that there was a gala before. Of course, I do. I love, your girl loves to get dressed. I love to sit at a table with some cold salmon and some cold macaroni and cheese or some mashed potatoes or whatever they put on your plate. I'm here for that kind of time. It's a good time. What happens if there's a fashion show at this? What happens if I get a chance to see was it Angela Petrocelli? What happens if I get to see her scream and get super excited and walk up a stage and get her award? What? What happens if we get a chance to have the people who made these super amazing quilts in the same room at a gala? Why can't we do that? We've already there. It's there. It's ready. What if we do a big dinner and get a chance to see people really get their awards and really celebrate them? What if that gala has tables that are sponsored by brands? What happens if Free Spirit has a table and that table has a beautiful display of their fabrics and napkins? We do what? This is what we do. You've got all these ambassadors. You've got all these designers. Let's make them work. Let's see what they really can bring to the table when you let them get loose. What happens when you tell, your designers? What happens when you tell Tim Holtz or Tula Pink? These are just designers from Free Spirit that I can rattle off because I know all their designers. What happens if you tell them, hey, we need a centerpiece. We need 3 centerpieces for these tables that we're sponsoring? I would pay a strong couple $100s to sit at a table. I would. I would, and I think other people would too. I think there are some ideas and opportunities here that might have just been left on the table. And I get it. It's a lot to do, but this is a well-oiled machine. You guys aren't new to this. This show has been going on for longer than I have been on this earth. Now, something else that would really bring the con life to this would be exclusives. Oh my goodness. Why on earth aren't there exclusives? You can only get this bolt of fabric right here at the Houston Festival. You have to be in attendance. I want to see a line out the door at every single brand with people who are trying to collect. We're collectors. We're hoarders. It's what we are. I would love, love, love to have a stack of fabric by Anna Maria or Victoria Finley or whomever, Moda. Ooh, Lori Holt. What you got? What you got? I would love to have an exclusive pin, that says 2024 by whomever that you can only get at Houston. Make a thing. Make me want to come. Make us want to come. Don't leave us before you. What? I want to be inspired by what I see. I want to see a booth that's decked out. I want a themed booth, a theme that goes through. And maybe you guys have that, but we'll never know. We'll never know. What happens if you do competitions? What happens if you do competitions within your ambassadors? What happens if you do competitions for us, with us? I don't know what they look like. I've got all kinds of ideas. I could probably shoot off a few. But wouldn't that be just amazing? Isn't that the kind of thing that you would want to attend? Yes, it's nice to see your counterparts and the people who, are brands just like you. And I know you guys get together and want to talk and talk shop and all that. And that can be separate too, but don't leave. Where you going? What's going on? You guys, these brands, everybody's collecting ambassadors. What are you collecting them for? They're 2,000 followers on Instagram. What? No. Make it bigger. Make it better. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's change the world. If you guys haven't been paying attention, fashion is being directly influenced by quilting. I mean, if you look at the top brands right now, if you look at the jackets, why wouldn't we be at the helm of that? Why wouldn't we take that over? Why wouldn't we shift that where we want it to go? It's all related. It's all there. It's there for us. I want to be able to bid on things. I would bid your top designers. What's up with Jenny Doan? Let's let Jenny Doan get loose. Let's see what a Jenny Doan booth would look like if she did it. This is what my house would look like, or this is a theme. Or what happens if we let Misty? I'm not just asking for the newer, whatever, just everybody. I want to see what everybody would do. I want to be inspired by everybody. I want this community to come together because I'm concerned. What I saw is a possibility for this to die off, for what we do to just be gone. I saw it. I saw it clear as day that this might not be something that people want to continue to do because it just didn't look exciting. Like there was excitement in the air, but it wasn't, tangible, really. It's a thing. And if you guys want to know why this all came about, if you guys want to know why I'm really sad, it's because I didn't get to meet Tula Pink. This whole video is because Tula Pink was at home with the video, her and Cameron, while I was getting on a plane. I was sick. I said, no, couldn't be. This is it. This is why this is happening. This is why I'm mad at the world. It's because I didn't meet Tula Pink. Just kidding. It's not just Tula. I wanted to see everybody. I wanted to see Jenny Dawn. I wanted to see the So Yeah brothers. I wanted to see Fat Quarter Shop, Jordan Fabrics, everybody that I watch and love and have been inspired by. I want to see what it looks like when they get loose, though. I want to see somebody just be as creative as they possibly can. I want to see you guys put your ambassadors to real work. I do not want to see these little bags on their Instagram with a few pieces of fabric. I want somebody to go big or go home. Let's make it, iron sharpens iron. Let's find it. You guys have got the iron. You guys have got the best of the best on your teams. You guys went and handpicked these people. They designed for you. Where are they? I want to meet them. I want to play. All right. If you made it to the end of this video, you guys are champs. Thank you. Like this video. Try not to dislike it. I get it. I've said a lot of things. I've talked about some brands. But I want to see it. I want to see them. I want to see some change. What have I started? What if I started with this? Again, this is coming from a place of love. And I'm sure there's a lot that goes into this that I have no clue. I can't probably even conceptualize. But what blows my mind is that the biggest and the baddest brands of all time in our world were all in the same location and left before the consumers got a chance to get in there. That blows my mind. I've got more ideas. There is a video on my TikTok that had gone viral. And the cool thing about it is it was not from the quilting community pushing this. These are people who didn't know that the quilting community in its current state existed. When they think quilts, they think old ladies making churn dashes, which is dope. I'm here for it. But that's kind of what they're thinking. They're not thinking people of color. They just had no idea that this world was out there. These are people who don't quilt. And they were able to appreciate it and wanted more information about it. Go look at my comments. Out of a video that has over 500,000 views, I have no negative comments on there. And it's not because I deleted them. I deleted one comment that was way off, like in left land, but it wasn't negative. It was just strange. Look at the comments. Look to see what people are interested in. These are people who don't do what we do. We can bring all them in and make some real money and can just keep feeding this. There's something here, guys. But if we continue with what I saw, it's going to die out. I see it. It's not going to continue. And I'm concerned because I love this. This is important. What we do is important. All right. That is my spiel. I hope I haven't run y'all off. Oh, I hope I don't get blackballed because I qualify for market. So I'll probably go next year. You guys don't kick me out. It's not like I can hide. It's the girl with the crystals in her teeth and the crazy nails. All right. Again, if you're mad at me, blame Tula Pink. Just kidding. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. 25 minutes strong. I appreciate you all. I hope that we can keep this conversation going in a really good and positive way. Oh, my goodness. I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.